We are in London, England, at Queensway, getting ready for some S12 football. The Tulsa Desperados make the trip across the pond to take on the London Knights. It is Sunday afternoon, and you are watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by ATM Music. Rich Ratchet, your play-by-play commentator tonight, joined by Levant Mercer, and our third man in the booth tonight, Dan Mitchell, along with Charles Dougherty, handling the stats for us tonight. How you guys doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Dan?
You know, I'm doing great. I'm looking for a great game tonight.
So London comes in 4-4, and Tulsa 3-5 coming into this game. Both are still alive and at least in the hunt for the playoff picture. London last week handed Denver their first loss of the season. And Tulsa comes in after a loss to Vancouver. So we are getting ready to start here at Queensway in London. And a kick, and we are going. Return comes out to the 27-yard line. Knocked down, almost picked off, knocked down.
Charles Ball. No, Charles Hill, sorry. I messed up. Chiron.
Alright, sorry about this, folks. Trying to fix some technical difficulties here in the booth. That's a first down for the Knights, first down and 10 at the London 45.
Just muscle someone over and takes it down. Here we go to the 20 to 10, touchdown, London. Reggie Streeter's been on fire so far this season, and I'm sorry, while he's getting that working, I'm going to take over here, and he's just been a monster of a man. He's had 7 100-yard plus games so far this season. We just see this again, muscling through and just taking it to the house.
You're definitely right there. Reggie Streeter already has over 1,000 rushing yards this season with 9 touchdowns. That was his 10th. This is a huge opening play for London that they've already started off so strong.
It's time for the kick. London's about to kick with Nate Odell for the extra point. And in no time fast, London's gotten points on the board. Off the back of Streeter just decimating the defense there. So Tulsa's really got to figure it out now on offense and try to hit back. kick is underway. Covered at the 10. And he takes it over to the outside. Ball gets it over to the 37-yard line. Let's go over to Tulsa offense. Is going to line up with Ashley Jackson at quarterback. Your running back Sanso Robinson. Your wide receivers and tight ends are Stephen Bush, Corey Jones, and Garrett Malone III at tight end. Ashley Jackson's going to be in the gun. Steps back in the pocket, looks, throws it over, and it's intercepted by Avon Orfer. Is that right?
That was Dean Maddox.
Dean Maddox.
Levon, that was a huge play for them. And that was Dean Maddox's 4th interception this season. Reading that route perfectly and just picking up on that ball. And we already got a huge momentum for London.
And that's just not something you want to see out of Tulsa immediately, just throwing a pick like that. And now we're back. Are we back yet? All right, lining up in the gun is Rob Roby. Hands it off to Streeter. And he punches through for another gain of 8. He's on fire so far today.
Streeter showing how much of a muscle he has carrying that frame. He's coming on through, running right up the center and just pushing down the defenders.
Well, to get through the London offense, we might have to get to that later, but now they're going to run up in the full house. Hands it off to Streeter again, gets the first down.
Really feels like a game where Streeter's just going to be kept being fed so far, don't you think, Levon?
I mean, that's their MO so far this season. It's an angle of offense they didn't have last season, and now it's really showing, like, yeah, they still have struggles on offense here and there, but we'll see what happens from here on out. Roby in the gun, 3 on the top of your screen, evades, pressure, gets it through, and here we go, off to the races again, touchdown, London!
You know, huge game already by London. They're bringing it in, and they're bringing it hard. If you saw, Rob Roby had great presence in the pocket. He knew exactly what to do, avoiding that one defender coming right for him and finding the opening he needed to do. Right, and oh my, that was a great juke around and right to the end zone.
Yeah, Espen Real is a good linebacker, but he's not fast enough to deal with Shikimami Langley there. And after that juke move, he was gone. And now, in the first, London leads 14-0 and 2 big plays. Here's Nate Odell with the extra point.
And in the extra point, we are already up 14 up on Tulsa. It's only 9:15 in the first quarter. It's an early lead for London, but still plenty of game left to go.
Oh, sponsored by Extraordinary Everest, Bit Central and Fuel, and Harry's. There's Nate Odell to get us underway again. Up by Charles Ball. Cuts across, and here he goes. He might be gone. Here we go to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Tulsa. Right back at you.
You know, Levon, this seems like a crazy game already. We already got it. 2 touchdowns by London, a kick return by Charles Ball. The legs on that man getting around all the defenders and just barely outrunning them, but all the same making it to that end zone. We have a shootout already.
Just look at that there. He just muscles through. It almost looked like there was really no chance for him to break out, and then at the end, it was just a race between him and Cullen that he ended up winning.
Well, Levon, are we ever going to see the Tulsa offense again?
I mean, we have a chance. I mean, there's still a lot of game to go. Eventually, they'll have to. Andrew Wheeler to kick.
Number 8 is back for the point after. Number 4 on the hold.
Well, the kick is up, And it is through. Well, this has been a wild one so far here, folks. So if you want to see a high-scoring game, this might literally be it today. All right, finally get to see the London kicking unit to receive. Sorry, the London receiving unit, sorry. Wheeler gets us underway again. Covered at the 8. Bought it down at the 27. And finally, we're gonna pause about 4 seconds. He hands it off to Streeter. A gain of 6 on the play.
All right, guys, I hope I have my technical difficulties fixed here. Thank you for jumping in there, Levant. So Roby drops back, throws to Streeter coming out of the backfield. And he's going to get up to the 38. That's enough for a London first down. And I missed the first 2 great touchdowns, guys. Good calls on those. Actually, missed the first 3 touchdowns. So we're trying to fix technical difficulties. And so first down and 10 now, London from their own 38-yard line. Rob Roby up under center. 3 backs in the backfield behind him. He's going to drop back to throw. Plenty of time. Going to go to Streeter again out of the backfield. Has some room to run. Gets it out across the line to gain close to midfield. That'll be enough for a London first down. Obviously, we missed the movement block of the game, the Everscroll block of the game. So first down and 10. London, and Rob Roby's going to change the play here at the line of scrimmage. Sees something he wants to exploit. Drops back, throws left. It's complete. James Hands on the catch. Gets the ball out to the 46, bring up second down and 4. Everscroll by movement blocks blue light to protect your eyes from digital screens. Don't hurt your eyes by checking out SFL action. Protect them and see every moment by using the promo code SimulationFL at purchase from movement.com. That's MVMT.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL through our partnership. Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. That pass from Roby right over the middle is complete, but not enough for a first down to bring up third down and 1. 6:49 left here in the first quarter. London 14, Tulsa 7. 3 backs in the backfield for Roby. Going to go to Streeter, right up the middle, plenty of room. Breaks a tackle, gets down across the 25 to the 24. First down, Knights.
Just Streeter coming through, just having a great day so far. He's getting favorable blocks off the edge there. And, you know, if that keeps happening, they don't get to him in the backfield there. He's just going to keep pushing.
Yeah, Streeter 91 yards and 5 attempts with a touchdown. It's an early game already for him.
I formation behind Roby. That's Streeter at the back there. 2 wide right, drops back to throw. Going to go right, knocked down. Incomplete. Knocked down by Nate Heslip. Well, I hate it when we have technical difficulties, guys, but I appreciate you guys picked it up well and carried it through, and I had to miss some exciting plays, that's for sure. Two wide left I formation. Roby under center. Looking to throw, has time, throws deep down the right-hand side in the end zone. Touchdown, London. Pass complete to the tight end, Balmer.
He's right there having all the time to throw, and he's just finding receivers open right there. Just finds hands out in the corner there. Really leaving receivers wide open and not getting to the quarterback, and that's how he has all this time to throw.
So London jumps up 2 scores over the Desperados. And that kick is up and good. So with the extra point, London goes up 21-7 over Tulsa. 5:53 left in the first quarter. Score update from the only other game going on in the SFL right now. Oklahoma City 12, St. Louis 0. That one's in Oklahoma City. Kickoff comes down inside the 10-yard line, returned out to the 29, and Ashley Jackson and the Desperados will come out and try and make something happen here.
This juncture, this game has been on a strange tempo, so she just has to shake off her first mistake. She's had a lot of time to do it, so she should come back here strong.
So in the I formation, the power I, Jackson under center. Gonna pitch it to Robinson, goes to the left, spins and makes a man miss, but stopped after a 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 5. Second down and 5 for the Desperados. In the shotgun, empty backfield. 2 tight ends. Oh, we got MeUndies Laundry on the field. Free play for the Desperados. She goes deep, and it is complete. Complete to Corey Jones. And I would imagine that's going to be an offside penalty against the Knights.
Neutral zone infraction, number 92, defense, the penalty.
And that's what we got is an offside penalty against London. And obviously Tulsa's going to decline that and take the result of the play. A great pitch and catch there from Jackson to Jones. First down and 10 now for Tulsa from the London 47. Going to go to Robinson to the right-hand side. He's got room to move out across the 30 to the 25 to the 20. Still going. Going to be brought down at the 12-yard line.
It's just been an extreme display of running so far here. Just look at Sonzo Robinson's speed. Remember, he used to be a wide receiver, and he's showing it off here, making a man miss.
Sonzo Robinson and Reddish Studer already have almost a combined 100 yards before the first quarter is even done. So hats off to both of them.
Making it happen on the ground. First down and 10 in the red zone now for the Desperados. Jackson drops back to pass, is going to go left. Complete, makes a man miss, and into the end zone. Oh, just touched first down. Steps out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Stephen Bush. Well, I thought he got in.
We got to look where his feet ended up. He just got pushed right at the end there by Maddox. So great play by Maddox to get him out of bounds.
MeUndies are the world's most comfortable underwear. Visit MeUndies.com/SimulationFL for 15% off your purchase, which will help support the SFL through our partnership. Give the gift of comfort with 100% satisfaction guarantee. Hands it off to Robinson to the left. It's stopped short of the end zone. No go there, just a run back to the line of scrimmage.
Sorry on that last play, and on this one, it was even Arthur.
Second and goal from the 1. Going to try it again from the power I. Jackson with Robinson back there. Going to go to Robinson again to the right-hand side and hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Stopped by the defensive ends, Adamson. Loss of 2 will bring up third down and goal from the 3. They're going to go to the shotgun this time, see if Jackson can do it with her arm. Drops back, has some time, sits in the pocket, goes into the end zone, touchdown! Tulsa.
Trying to get a touchdown call there. And you just look here, had all the time to throw and just finds Bush right in the middle, a high point pass, only where he could catch it just safely into his arms.
Nice, precise throw from Jackson in traffic, too. So Tulsa cuts it to a 1-score lead. The extra point is up and good, so 3:15 left in this first quarter. London 21, Tulsa 14. A lot of points being scored in this one, guys.
There's been an exceptional amount of points in the first quarter. We haven't gotten out of it yet.
No kidding. We still have over 3 minutes left in this first quarter. 35 points been scored so far. Kick comes down, and the returner cuts it back right, gets a couple more yards. Jeff Malinishin. Gonna bring up first down and 10 at the London 33.
Both return men are very explosive, as we saw with Ball earlier, and Malinishin also has the ability to take it to the house himself, so don't be surprised if he does.
Empty backfield for Roby. 5 wide. Short drop, goes right, complete, but stopped for a short gain. Bring up second down and 9.
Went to Shikanami Langley, who scored the touchdown earlier.
Second and 9. Ball at the 34-yard line.
Back up under center, 2 backs behind Roby. Going to go to Streeter right up the middle and hit and stopped. Gain of 6 will bring up third and 3.
He's having an amazing year so far. He's having a great game. Absolutely great game. Tulsa's having a hard time engaging the right gap, and Streeter's just getting free.
Roby drops back, quick throw to the left, completes. Throw it right over the defensive back's head to James Hands. And that's enough for a London first down.
Rockefeller tried too hard to play the ball there and left James Hands wide open, and can't be doing that when you're
exactly. First down and 10 Knights. In the I formation goes to Streeter again, but he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain, stopped by Charles Ball.
That's really what they need to do. They need to get in the backfield, no matter how they have to send a man. Somebody's got to stop Streeter from getting past the line of scrimmage.
Roby throws, incomplete. Trying to get it Trying to get it to his tight end, Ballmer, but too much traffic there.
Nah, that time it seems like the pressure actually got to him that time, and because he's had so much time to throw, it threw his timing off and just threw it straight into the dirt.
We go 5 wide this time for Roby in the shotgun. 3rd down and 10. They're on 44, drops back to throw, has somebody coming at him, ducks under the pressure, throws left incomplete, trying to get it to James' hands. But the pressure coming from that Tulsa defensive front, I think, caused that to happen.
Yeah, Jay Bam Bam Cook was like cut right through. Nobody guarded him, but he got, you know, he's not the fastest guy, so Roby had some time to, you know, step around him through it, but that readjustment caused that ball to go awry.
So Tulsa forces a punt by the Knights. Nate Odell boots this one deep inside the 20. Return man makes a man miss, gets it out to the 26-yard line, and Tulsa will take over there, 1st down and 10. Charles Ball on the return.
So Dan, I'm gonna incorporate you into this one. So what do you think Tulsa needs to do to like get ahead in this ball game?
I think they need to do what they've been slowly doing, you know, getting out, going those nice out routes, and really getting their running back involved well with Sonzo Robinson.
Jackson steps up in the pocket, throws left, completes. Stephen Bush on the catch, gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. This game's tempo's been a little off for both teams because of the way they have been scoring. So they really, in this case, I feel like whichever team can really settle down into their game plan and get this game going into normal speed and still perform well will do better as the game progresses.
Jackson in the shotgun, drops back, looking to throw. Has to move left a little bit. Complete to the fullback, actually. Buffalo Marshall, but it's going to be a loss. We'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Just see even Arthur come off his man and get to the ball carrier. He's been doing a great job there. Needed a little help from Slim Shady to make sure that he brought his man down, but he's been having a great day so far at the corner position.
After all this super fast-paced football, when it seems to settle down, both teams seem to be getting their, got to shake that out after the beginning they've had so far, see how they readjust at the end of this 1st quarter.
So Jackson back up under center on 3rd down and 8. Single back, trips to the left, drops back to throw, goes deep down the middle. It's incomplete. Nice coverage out there by even Arthur.
And once again, here he just stays in front of his man, and this time just swats the ball away, just waits for the ball to get into his hands so he knows when to attack the pass. So great job once again by Even Arthur.
So London turns around and forces a punt by the Desperados. Portland Weaver standing back inside his own 15 at about his own 12. Boots that one away, comes down at the 35. Malinishan's able to get about 2 yards out to the 37, and the Knights will take over 1st down and 10. 10 seconds left in this 1st quarter.
That was a pretty scary choice to try to return that punt there. You saw way too many white jerseys, and you should have thought about fair catching that, but well, it was safe, I guess, in the end.
I agree. That's where turnovers happen. That's where injuries happen. If you got that many opposing color jerseys around you. That pass out to Reggie Streeter. Gains 2, 2nd down and 8.
Just saw a stat come across the screen there. Rob Roby already well past 100 yards passing on the day. Fathom to believe that so is Reggie Streeter on the ground.
So that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter here in London. The Knights 21, the Desperados 14. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. Shout out to all you guys in the chat. Thanks for hanging on. Rich Pratchard here with you, finally as the play-by-play guy. Levant Mercer with us, and the third man in the booth, Dan Mitchell. Nice run by Reggie Streeter, still going, making men miss. Takes it down to the Tulsa 41-yard line. Great, powerful run there from Reggie Streeter.
It's just Reggie Streeter just coming here like a hole punch, making these players look silly out here, breaking almost 3 tackles back to back.
Just putting men on their back too, just laying his shoulder down and putting them on their back. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there, Dan.
Oh, you're good. Just saying that put Reggie Streeter over 100 yards already to start the second quarter.
Trips to the right, one to the left for Rob Roby in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. It's going to go right, and it's complete. Steps out of bounds. That's Ken McCarro. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
No stranger to high-powered offenses. Kenny McCarro played for Denver last season. Now comes to London, and I mean, he has a chance to have a good day today with the way Roby's been throwing the ball.
3 in the backfield behind Roby. Throwing out of that formation. He's hit and sacked. Almost got rid of it, but just did not happen. Brought down by KT Taylor, the defensive end.
There, he just jabs the tackle away from him and gets to the quarterback, and that's some great technique there. On if you're an edge rusher, you always want to make sure that you get separation from the offensive line, and he did that to perfection there.
So going into the shotgun, Roby with one back to his right. That's Streeter. Trips to the right, one to the left. Drops back to throw. Under pressure, he's going to hit and sacked again. 2 in a row. Again, KT Taylor gets in on that one, along with Gib Lidu.
Yeah, this front 4 is a bit of a menace. Gib Lidu is one of the highest. He has one of the highest sack totals in this league this season, and coming in on the assist there.
Tulsa brought the pressure, but the punt gets away and drops into the end zone for a touchback. So Tulsa will get the ball 1st down and 10 from their own 20.
Hunter will feel a little hard done by after that punt, because it just looked like the Gunners weren't, on the same page, and they, just let it go into the end zone. It just didn't bounce the way they hoped, or they lunged for it too early. Either way, it pushed it into the end zone, which is not what you want.
Ashley Jackson drops back, looking to throw, sits in the pocket, throws right. It's complete. Tries to make a spin, Garen Malone, but he gains 6. Bring up 2nd and 4.
It looked like that play was going to break down initially when I saw the guard pull. That's not something you often see out of a pass protection, but it worked out in the end and gave her enough time to throw regardless.
Power I going to go to Robinson to the right-hand side, has some room. Gets it out past the 35 to the 36.
Right there's just speed off the edge there. That great block off the edge sealed it there for Robinson to get the 1st down. It was fast enough to bounce it to the outside like he has.
1st and 10 from
So 1st down and 10, Tulsa from their own 36. Again with the power I. 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. Gonna go to Robinson again, but Tulsa was watching for that one. Dropped for no gain. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Now they're finally getting some leeway here in the front 7 that London has. They have some strong linebacking core. Could get to the runner.
Going to Robinson again, trying to go the right-hand side and not going anywhere. Stopped by Blake Craze.
It's just one A Pro Bowler from last season, Blake Craze, had over 86 tackles for Indianapolis, and now he comes over to London, and he's having a great day so far. Him and Slynn both have been doing great work back there.
3rd and 11, trips to the left. Jackson drops back, throws downfield, picked off. Picked off of the tip by Even Arthur.
We have someone else who's having a great day so far. Even Arthur, recipient of and the winner of the game of hot potato, ends up with the ball and gives the ball back to his team.
I think he owes Jeff Malinishin a dinner tonight, because that's who tipped that ball up and made that happen.
Should pay a tip for him too.
Yeah, I agree. 2 to the left, did the power I, drops back, throws it downfield, and that one knocked down. Could have been picked off, but just knocked down by Richard Newton.
Well, that right there, that time was just what happens when you see the receiver you want to throw to open, but not have enough air underneath it. And that time, Rob Roby had just thrown an absolute mallard his way, and that could have been horrendous for London to give it right back.
So 2nd down and 10, 3 backs behind Roby. Looking to throw, goes to Streeter out of the backfield, but he is hit hard and fast by Nate Heslett. It's going to be a loss of a yard, 3rd and 11.
That was just a case of when the screen just could not work. They just weren't able to get the blockers ahead in time. The defense was more aggressive, and usually that plays to the screenplay's favor, but not that time, because when you miss your assignments, then the play just breaks down.
So empty backfield, 5 wide on 3rd down, 3rd and 11. Has some time, sits in the pocket, goes deep downfield, incomplete. Incomplete, knocked down by Charles Ball. And that'll force a 4th down and a punt.
Really shouldn't be testing Ball like that. I mean, while he's slowed down from his season 10 pace, we will say that he's still one of the best safeties in the league, and that right there is just one of those times where he could have come up with the ball. The ball was a little, once again had a little less power and air to it. That was just wasn't placed correctly.
So Nate Eldell on the punt comes down inside the 20-yard line. Fumble on that. And it looks like it may have been covered up by Tulsa. Let's see what they say. And I'm still waiting for a signal. And it does look like it does. It looked like Tulsa got the ball back on that.
That's one of those times where you have to understand, hey, fair catch it next time. I'd be pulling that guy to the sideline and being like, look, man, you can't be doing this.
That pass is complete. Stephen Bush on the reception, gain of 9, 2nd and 1. So Ashley Jackson so far 7 for 10, 52 yards and a touchdown, but she does have 2 interceptions on the day. Going to Robinson right up the middle, enough room for a 1st down. Stopped by Even Arthur.
Sounds like Robinson having a quiet, good day already so far. He's got the 54 yards on the 7 attempts, and he's really pulling out, definitely when Tulsa's getting this good opportunity for him.
I think they're going to have to get him a little more involved, Dan, to be able to pull this thing out. Throw that one right, complete. Garen Malone on the catch. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Malone going out to the side, and Ashley Jackson got her arm right out there to pitch it out to him, picking up those nice 7 yards. And if they can see more of that, you can see them progress further down this field.
5:25 left in this half. Ashley Jackson going to Robinson, and he is stopped in the backfield. They sniffed that one out. Tony Adamson on the stop. So 3rd down and 8 back in the shotgun. Jackson trips to the left, one to the right. Looking to throw. Time. Throws left. Complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Nice route.
One of the things I've seen Tulsa been able to do so far is they've been able to spread the field and not target just one receiver. They've been giving it to King. They've been giving it to Malone. They've been throwing to Corey Jones. They've been running the ball and passing the ball to Robinson. So they've been mixing up their offense.
So back in the I formation, going to Robinson, trying to make something happen, trying to bounce it to the left. But that was not a successful attempt. Stop for no gain, 2nd and 10.
Looked like the line just didn't open up for Robinson, who's not much of a power back and couldn't really get on through anywhere.
Yeah, I don't really like when they run them inside, but you got to mix that up sometimes. You can't always run to the edge.
Jackson looking to throw. Hit once while she throws. It was caught, but out of bounds. Stephen Bush just couldn't keep his feet in. Bring up 3rd down and 10.
So far, I've been more impressed with London's defensive play when it comes to putting the opponent in difficult situations that they have to come out of. Wouldn't you say, Dan?
Definitely, Levon. They need to know what to do, and London's been finding those plays that happen.
Trips to the left this time for Jackson. Drops back to throw. Goes right. Complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Makes a man miss. Keep him going. Out across the 30 is Corey Jones. And that's enough for a Tulsa 1st down.
Yeah, but of course, as we say that, then this happens, and then everybody feels bad because, you know, we've cursed them. But hey, that's what happens sometimes, ain't it, Dan?
Corey Jones throwing the afterburners there, Levon. He caught that ball, and I've never seen someone speed up so fast.
I mean, there's a lot of fast receivers in this league, though, not going to lie to you.
Definitely.
1st down and 10 from the 26. Going to Robinson to the right-hand side. And no gain. Actually dropped for a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12.
Robinson almost went a route he didn't like and tried to step around it, but going out that far just let the defenders really encroach upon him, and they can bring him down there behind the line of scrimmage.
At only 205, it makes it a little easier for Maddox and Arthur to bring him down, too.
Jackson from the shotgun throws over the middle. It's complete, and that's enough for another 1st down. Stephen Bush on the catch.
Nice slant route by Stephen Bush, who one-handed caught that. I didn't see that first time it played. That was a real nice catch he did there with a jump and one left-handed catch. Good on him.
I feel like a lot of players this league had to have some other sport background there because they've been making plays like this week in, week out.
So trips to the right for Jackson. She drops back, throws right into the end zone. Back corner tipped and incomplete. Looks like it was tipped by Malinishin. Trying to get the ball to Jones again.
Just had a little bit too many nights in the back of the end zone there. Probably should have just tried to throw it away instead, because you just can't risk while you're being behind in a game like this to just try to force it in the end zone like that.
From the power I, 2 backs to the right, looking to throw, sits in the pocket, throws left, it's complete. Trying to get into the end zone, and we have MeUndies Laundry on the field. I think the fullback Marshall was forced out.
Number 22, defense.
So we do have a face mask.
Automatic 1st down.
Face mask against Even Arthur.
All right, so since there's two of us here that could look at this as well, Dan, do you think that was a face mask? I didn't really see his arm reach, but we have at least 4 eyes to look at this. So, what did you see on that play?
I saw his hand go up. I don't know if it reached directly to the face mask, but that's what the sidelines called, so we have to go with it.
No, I don't like it.
So I guess you don't have to. But power eye behind Jackson going to Robinson right up the middle in the end zone. Touchdown, Desperados.
Sanzo Robinson had everything he needed in that play. A nice little opening in the middle and just enough speed to get past it without being hindered. Beautiful play by them.
Like, as you just see, sometimes I wish I could draw here, but I can't. But you could see where, he had a perfect sealed gap there for him to run through. He's not much of a power back, but he had a tackle and a guard on the defensive tackle there. He had the fullback and the guard to the defensive end there, and there's just no real way to get to the ball carrier there. So they paved the way for Robinson to get through.
All right, so the extra point is good, and with 2:01 left in this half, it is all tied up. The SFL is brought to you by Bit Central and Fuel, transforming SFL media in 2019. Harry's, all you need for a close, comfortable shave. Matt Doyle Designs, official design partner of the SFL. MediaTek Institute. Visit mediatek.edu for diploma programs. Turn your passion into your profession. And MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear for men and women. And that will bring us to the Quip 2-minute warning. 1:57 left here in this first half, and we are all tied up between the London Knights and the Tulsa Desperados, 21-21. First down and 10 for the Knights. Roby throws right. It's complete. Gets the ball to McCarro. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
We have to see how the Knights really react to this whole change. In the beginning, they were up hard, and now it's already a tied game at the end of the second quarter. We have to see if they'll go out and hard and see what they do with Streeter feeding him the ball.
They're going to go empty backfield for Roby. Sits in the pocket, goes quick over the top of the line and has some room. That's enough for a first down. Donnie Hands takes that one out to the 44, first down and 10. Quip Designs delivers simple ways to keep your mouth healthy with time vibrations. Brush head refills for $5. Refilled every 3 months. Covered for life with free shipping for life. Use the link posted in the chat, and your purchase will help support the SFL through our partnership. Quip, a more wholesome clean. Going Streeter out of the backfield, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. 2nd and 11, and London goes into hurry-up mode with 1:15 left in this half. 3 back, single receiver to the right. Going to go to Streeter out of the backfield again. He makes a man miss, gets the first down, still moving out to the 35, the 37-yard line, and London will take their first timeout.
I really like the timeout there because I didn't like the formation they were stuck in, but hey, Streeter makes it work. But that hit right there, and that block that sealed the edge, pushing somebody out of bounds, as you see here once again. Here's Streeter just trucking someone, and then that block at the end to push someone else out of bounds for the first down and the timeout.
Yeah, the block after that, at the end of that run, that kind of made that extra yardage happen. That was a nice truck, but that block got the extra yards and got it down into field goal range for sure. Dropped the back, throws it to Streeter again out of the backfield. He's not going to truck that defender. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Back in that 3-back formation. Under pressure, going to go to Streeter again, and he is forced out of bounds. Nate Heslip on the tackle. Going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
I did actually like that play as it knocked him out of bounds and really lets London reconfigure themselves and know what they got to do for this next play.
Roby drops back, and it's knocked down. Bam Bam Cook gets his big old mitt up there and knocks that ball down. And that'll force a 4th down punt from the Knights and Nate Odell.
I just didn't like the offense that London got stuck with. I don't understand why you would go in the full house for most of that. I understand Streeter's been doing well for you, but Roby can throw the ball, and you were pretty far back there in field position, and now they have to kick from here.
So this will be a 53-yard attempt, and the kick is up. And it is no good, just short, I believe, but Odell could not put that one through.
Just didn't seem like it came. I didn't have confidence when it came off his foot, and then when you look at it, it just didn't have the air. It just died about. Unfortunately, it looked like it tailed off just a yard short there, and if he just hit it better coming off his foot, I would have had more faith, but it just didn't seem like he had the loft on it.
Yeah, we do have an 18-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the west, so that could have affected it some. Going to go to Robinson to the right-hand side. Tries to make a spin move to make somebody miss, but Malinishin pulls him down after a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9, and Tulsa will take their first timeout.
We'll have to see what Tulsa does with this 30 seconds left in the first half. They called the timeout. Do they just try and keep giving it to Sanzo Robinson and do what they can with it, or do they go out long and see if they can score some points?
3 wide receivers, 1 in the backfield out of the shotgun, Ashley Jackson. 31 seconds left in this half. Throws it over the middle, complete to a diving Garen Malone. Bring up 3rd down and 4. Back in the hurry up now. 20 seconds left. Jackson drops back, throws it into traffic and knocked down, incomplete. We're at 4th down and 4.
They tried a lot of medium combination routes. They were probably trying to get down the field to get in range for a field goal, but when you just can't make those plays happen, you end up having to punt the ball, so that's very unfortunate. It'll give London another chance.
Standing at his own 33-yard line. London brought the pressure, but he's able to get it away. And comes down inside the 15-yard line, and the return comes out to the 17. With 7 seconds left, London will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 17.
For London, this is doable with the game they've been having so far. They could either Hail Mary for Streeter itself or an actual Hail Mary pass and see what they do, and putting them up in this first half would be huge.
Seem like they're stuck in the full house again, though.
And they're going to go to Streeter right up the middle, and oh man, he is just laid out. Kanye Rockefeller comes up and just closes the half out with a big hit.
Now that brings us to the 2K halftime show, the 8 p.m. music halftime show. Here, I'm Levant Mercer. My other analyst here is Dan Daly. So, Dan Mitchell, sorry. Well, we had quite a lot of offense to begin the game and some exceptional scoring, but it tapered off in the second quarter. We have this run here by Streeter, who's been having a monster day so far. So, what do you think these teams need to do coming out after they've slowed down the tempo in the second half?
Levant, I think they really need to dial back into a more sensible football game. At the beginning of this, they were just having the oddest of plays with shenanigans left and right between pick sixes and kick returns. Right now, they need to go back to playing old school football. London could feed Streeter all day, and I think he'll keep it up and give them the yardage they need, while they can also turn to the 3 wide receivers to pick up the necessary yards for everything in between. On the other hand, Tulsa could go out wide, and I think they're throwing some real nice out routes. Maybe they throw something with their fade in, get their tight end involved, get something nice going, and then give Sansa Robinson the yardage he wants when it's more of like a third and very manageable or short. That'd be a great play by Tulsa. What do you think, Levant?
I'm going to go a little against that. I want to see more big plays. I want to go back to seeing these plays at the beginning of the first half, and I feel like these teams have the talent level to come back out and just try something different. I mean, the tempo of the second quarter was dictated by defense, and the first quarter was all dictated by big play offenses. So whichever team comes out more aggressive than the other, I feel will come out on top instead of just trying to play, you know, your normal way. You got to play to your strengths, and big plays have been those strengths for each team so far.
I definitely think London could throw out big with all the assets they currently have and they could use. Well, but I do disagree. I think Tulsa does need more of a ordinary, traditional offense going, because both defenses have been showing up huge, definitely in the second quarter. They, as you said, dictated the game so far, and I think they're going to show up big again in this second half.
Well, that about does it for us here for the halftime show. We should be getting back to normal game speed and in just a few moments here. This has been the SFL on YouTube, presented to you by APM Music.
And all kinds of highlights to go over there at halftime, guys. Just a ton of scoring. Welcome back to London, everybody, here at Queensway. High scoring first half from both the Tulsa Desperados and the London Knights. Rich Pratchard here with you, your play-by-play commentator. Sitting next to me is Levant Irvine and Dan Mitchell. Charles Doherty handling stats for us today. We appreciate you taking care of that for us. And here we go. We are going in the second half. Tulsa receiving the kick inside the 10-yard line. And nice return out to the 32-yard line. And the Desperados will try and make something happen and get started fast here in the second half.
I think however these teams come out in the second half is probably going to dictate how this game is going to really go.
So here we go, first down and 10 for the Desperados in the power I. Streeter dotting that I in the back. Gonna go to Streeter, going to the left-hand side. And tried to make a man miss, but just could not get out of the clutches of even Arthur.
Yeah, that was Sansa Robinson just trying to make something happen, but you know, running inside hasn't really been working. But like I said earlier, you do have to mix it up a bit because they could just on defense.
Ashley Jackson out of the empty backfield, throws, catch, and MeUndies Laundry on the field. Nice catch by Stephen Bush.
Yeah, great diving catch by Stephen Bush. I really didn't think he was going to get that.
Late hit, number 21, defense.
Boy, a late hit by Malinishin, but man, I didn't see that, guys. Did you see that one happen?
I definitely saw one. It looked like after he hit the ground, I don't know if it was Malinishin. Apparently it was. It didn't seem too bad, but it definitely looked like something.
Nah, it did seem pretty bad. He even took out his own guy there. I mean, he was pretty violent on that play, I'd say. Taking it. You don't hit, once the player's down, he's down. Just call the play dead, get back in the defensive huddle, and get going again. Can't be doing that.
So Jackson will single back. Going to go to Robinson. Up the middle. Short gain of 1.
Like I was trying to say earlier, okay, I understand why they're going inside here because, you know, you might expect the defense eventually to overcommit and try to blitz around the outside. That leaves the inside more open to run through. They just haven't done so yet.
So 3 wide for Jackson, 2 backs. Going to go to Robinson again, and he is getting nowhere. Stopped by Slyn Shady for a loss. Bring up third down and 10.
The London defense is just keep reading this stuff down the middle that they want to keep forcing Sanzo to do. But I think if he really got outside with a nice check out, he could get some yardage. It's just not working.
So 4 wide out of the shotgun. Jackson sits in the pocket, goes right downfield, almost picked off. Right into the hands of Malinishin, and just couldn't pull it down.
And this London secondary has really put in some great work so far on this front, and it's just, I just feel like the timing has never come back to Jackson after that first half. I mean, the first half's tempo just got all kinds of messed up with how this game started, and well, she just hasn't had the grip on the ball yet, but I think she'll get it back soon.
So a 49-yard field goal attempt from the Desperados. The snap is low. He gets the hold up, and the kick is good. So a 49-yard field goal from the kicker, Andrew Wheeler, and Tulsa takes the lead.
There was some great readjustment there by the kicker, as you said. The snap was low. He had to get in there with the pressure coming, but he got a real boot out there and got them those points that Tulsa really needed.
The SFL is presented by Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Quip, perfect oral care delivered. Score Stream, the official score updates app of the SFL. And Spy Goat, the sound choice. That return comes out to the 34. And London will go to work at the 34, first down and 10.
Just seemed Malinishin trying to channel his inner Max Jackson with the spin going up the middle there, but he got hit at the end. Oh, got stopped at the 34, but returnmen have been dangerous today.
So speaking of Score Stream, I pulled my Score Stream app over here, guys. Oklahoma City 29, St. Louis 13. That's the score right now in Oklahoma City. And a sack! Rob Roby goes down at the hands of Ghibli Doo.
Just having a torrential season so far. Just look at the strength of this man. He shreds the tackle, gets to the quarterback, and takes the guard down with him.
Like you said, Ghibli Doo having 24 tackles and 14 sacks this season. He's a large man.
I formation behind Roby, drops back to throw, steps up in the pocket, goes deep down the field. It's complete. Laid out to make that catch, James Hands, down at the 35-yard line.
Now you definitely see this right here, just rocket of the pass coming out of his arm, and look at that catch. Dan, look at this catch, man. Look at this man.
James Hands lays out his life for that ball. Rob Roby was getting the pressure. He knew he had to get it away. He trusted Hands with that pass, and Hands delivered.
Pretty apt name if I'd say so myself.
Yeah, that'd be the choice for my wide receiver. It needs to be knocked down, almost caught off the tip, but incomplete.
Yeah, well, the second play was not the same as the first. We saw a lot of hot potato so far in this game, just the same. That time, the turf ended up winning the war with no one coming up with the ball.
Ken McCarr almost had his hands on it, but I guess he couldn't bring it in. He wasn't aware it was going to come for him.
So empty backfield for Roby, 2nd and 10 at the Tulsa 35. Roby sits in the pocket, goes left, it's complete. Makes some room, or has some room, and gets out past line again, first down for Streeter.
Streeter channels a bit of his Sanzo Robinson there and turns on the afterburners a bit when he saw the defenders were coming for him, just enough to get that first down and a little bit more, making them another able drive for London, almost knocking on the door of the red zone.
They're starting to incorporate him a bit in the passing game, and it really provides a new angle to their offense in the second half so far.
Trips to the right, one to the left for Roby. Single back, Streeter to his right. Going to the right, and I think that was caught. It was tipped and caught. Gain of 6. Nice catch there. Nice concentration by Macaro.
No, this time he was expecting it. Sorry about this. He was expecting it, and it almost looked like it was going to be intercepted for a second, but he made a greater readjustment to the ball and ended up with the catch.
Able to keep his feet in bounds and fall back out of bounds. You're right, nice adjustment. In the red zone now. Roby hands the ball to Streeter, goes up the middle and just drags the defenders with him inside the 10, enough for a first down, 1st and goal. Now London.
Streeter showing he doesn't need no opening in the middle. He ran over people, it looked like. Maybe jumped over too, and he's picking up that nice yardage. Lund's getting very close.
Hey, why need yardage when you can make yardage?
That's right. Going to Streeter again, and this time he's hitting the backfield and stopped. No gain. Rhett Sawyer on the tackle.
Tulsa can get to the quarterback and can get to the backfield. They just really need play calls that suit the strengths of their front seven. They have great players up front. They're just going to need another angle of approach to get through.
Going to Streeter again. Fumble, ball on the ground. And it looks like London came up with it. Let's see what they say. May have been Tulsa came up with it.
Well, that right there, they finally got back there. Here you just have ball on the hit. Bacchus comes in from the third safety slot to come in, slides in, and recovers the ball for Tulsa.
That's right.
That was Streeter's 4th fumble of the year.
Well, if you go up the middle and get hit like that enough times, you're gonna drop that ball eventually. So Jackson now going to work from deep in her own territory. Tries to get the ball out to Robinson. He can't pull it in. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure what happened there. That was a routine catch. Maybe he heard footsteps. He saw Shady coming around. Like, you saw that man was about to hit you, but I mean, you still got to come up with a catch. You can make a yard or two out of it.
So 2nd and 10, power I. Jackson up under center. Going to Robinson and just cannot get out of that backfield. Stopped by Dean Maddox.
It's showing again and again that if Robinson either doesn't have enough blocks or if he can't get to the outside that's clear, he really cannot get anywhere this game. The London defense just shutting him down.
It does show London is definitely scheming to stop the run game of Robinson. That one tipped and knocked down by Nathan Blake. Incomplete. 4th down and 11.
Nathan Blake's first contribution of this game is a key one, getting a hand up in there. If he doesn't, look at where the receiver is behind him, clearly open. So if Blake doesn't get up there and tip that ball away, Tulsa could really have gotten a drive going, but not after that.
So that'll force a punt from the Desperados. And Weaver will be standing deep in his own end zone to punt this one away. London sends no pressure. Morrison makes a man miss. He gets out close to the 30 to the 32-yard line. And London with great field position to start this drive. 1st down and 10.
You never want to be punting from the shadow of your own end zone, and Milinish and Ball both have had great return days so far, so London has a new chance at life here after the fumble on the last drive.
So 3-back set. We've saw a lot of this formation tonight so far. Going to Streeter up the middle. He made one guy miss, but the Desperados gang tackled there just pretty well. Only a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Streeter really couldn't find anywhere to go. There was a whole gang of Desperados all around him were in his path.
From the shotgun, Roby. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Has some pressure Rolls to the left, makes a pass, it's complete. Nice catch in traffic from Macaro. Gain of 8, 3rd and 2.
Gotta give it up to the fleet feet there of Rob Roby to get away from the pressure. You saw Gipley do after this defensive line stunt, breaks him free, but just couldn't get to the quarterback and got the ball away.
Steps up in the pocket, and short pass caught. Enough for a first down. James Hands pulls that one in.
Yeah, James Hands really came in there. Rob Roby, I think, just looking to almost dump it, but James Hands really got down there, grabbed the ball, and just picking up enough for that first down, and now they're in the red zone all over again.
First down to 10, London from the 20. I formation. Roby looking to pass, going to Streeter out of the backfield, and he is hit. And they were sniffing that one out. Nate Heslip. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 10 from the Desperado, 21-yard.
Tulsa defense was watching for Streeter that time. Out of the empty backfield now. Roby with 3 wide left, 1 wide right. Tight end on the left-hand side, going to the right, complete. Nice catch going down to pick that one up was Macaro. Gain of 4, 3rd and 6.
Rob Roby acting real cool under pressure multiple times this game. He's had great pocket presence and really knows what he has to do to get around these defenders that are coming straight for him.
So 3rd down and 6 now here in the red zone for the Knights. Roby in the shotgun, empty backfield. Throws it right and almost picked off. Nate Heslip stepped in front of that ball that was intended for Macaro and just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, and this is some scary plays they're throwing now. These defenders are really reading these routes and where these balls are going, and they're almost getting their hand on it multiple times for each drive.
I think at this point in the game has calmed down to an even tempo that the defenses now, you know, aren't shell-shocked by what has happened earlier in the game. They've really gotten down their game plan, and now they are both focused units. And you really see that with how much less these offenses have been able to produce.
So the 32-yard field goal from Nate Odell ties this one up at 24. 2:56 left in the 3rd quarter. That kick comes down at the 10. Return out to the 30. That will be where Ashley Jackson and the Desperados start this next drive in this back and forth game tonight.
This whole game started as leaps and bounds, but now it's going ladder rung by ladder rung, just in points.
Going to go to Robinson right up the middle. That time he had some room, got enough for a first down. Out across the 40 to the 41, 1st down and 10.
It's just like what Dan was saying earlier. If Robinson can't get his blocks engaged in front of him as he's had on this play, he has the speed to get down to the secondary in no time fast, but they really got to make sure they keep doing that for him.
1st and 10 from the Desperado, 22 yards.
So 1st down to 10 now from their own 41. Single back behind Ashley Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. Gain of 8. Garen Malone with the reception.
You know, first time I think we've seen him do anything all game, but that was a great jumping throw by Ashley Jackson, and then Garen Malone right up the middle, just able to grab onto it.
Second down and 2 now. I formation. Going to Robinson to the left. And they're going to give him the first down. He didn't get much more than that, but he did get enough for that Tulsa first down.
Sansa Robinson just getting that chip yardage. Even if there's people in front of him with his speed alone, that was just enough for them to pick up that first down. Coming in really useful.
So Tulsa keeps marching, first down and 10 now from their own 49-yard line. Jackson drops back, going to go deep down the left-hand side, incomplete. Good coverage by William Davidson.
He tried to get it all back there in one play, tried to make a big play happen, but sometimes you just got to read what it looks like down the field, and they had way too much coverage on each receiver. That was just a dangerous throw.
Empty backfield. Jackson drops back to throw, going deep down the middle again, and that one was complete. Stephen Bush goes up and pulls that one down. That's enough for a Tulsa first down.
That was real great catch. He ran the route great too. He just had a defender right on him, but he managed to grab it, hold it on in, and bring it down with him. And it was great play by both defenders, but Tulsa just came out on top.
First and 10 from the Knights, 32 yards.
So first down and 10. Desperados from the London 32, and she is sacked. Great rush by the defensive tackle, William Davidson. And Ashley Jackson gets dropped.
Now right there, just showing his strength. Swims, and some of his finesse as well. Swims through the center and gets to Jackson for the sack.
You know, Tulsa was having such great momentum moving forward. That's what puts a real stop to it for a bit and see if they can react to it well.
So on that 6-yard loss brings up second and 16 from the 38. Trying to go with Robinson up the middle again. He's going to get one. Slim Shady on the stop.
You know, we've had so many showings of Robinson not being able to go down the middle, but then we've had the one of him doing a great play where he does. I think if Tulsa can really get their defenders on there, get him the blocks, he'll do great things.
That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. And don't go anywhere, folks. We have got a tie ball game going into the fourth quarter. Tulsa 24, London 24. Final score in the only other game going on right now, Oklahoma City 36, St. Louis 13. So hopefully we picked up some people that were watching the Oklahoma City-St. Louis game. Welcome in to London. Rich Pratchard here with you, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Levant Mercer and Dan Mitchell join me in the booth. That pass going to the right-hand side. And gets it back out to the original line of scrimmage, bring up fourth down and 10.
Looks like they're going to try a long field goal again.
This one looks like it's going to be about 48 yards this time for Andrew Wheeler. High snap, gets the hold down. The kick is up. And that one is good. So Tulsa takes the lead back by 3, 27-24.
Seems like the game just keeps slowing down a bit as it progresses. Leaps and bounds, as I said earlier, and now it's just a fight for every point they can get between both teams. Both defenses really shutting down the offenses.
I feel as the game has progressed, as we said before, the game plans have been modified and adjusted for the pace of play, and now it's back to a normal tempo.
That return comes out to the 30-yard line. London will take over first and 10 from there. And again, don't forget tonight, guys, the fan night game of the week on Twitch, New Orleans and Denver. Denver was undefeated until they met this London Knights team last week and lost their first game of the season. And we'll talk about playoffs here in a few minutes, too, if we get a chance to take a break. Up under center, Rob Roby with 3 backs. Going Streeter right up the middle, and he is stopped for no gain. Bring up second and 10.
Streeter coming out huge, as you saw roll down the stat bar. He has a 9 yards per carry average, which is huge. And the power back he is, he can push through whoever comes at him. It takes at least 2 normally.
Empty backfield for Roby, 4 wide. Plenty of time. Throws it over the middle to Streeter. And he's able to get 8. Bring up 3rd down and 2.
Both teams are trying to both teams are trying to get down the field as quickly as possible. The play calls have alluded to that. They just have to keep checking down because the coverage downfield is to start.
Gonna go to Streeter to the right-hand side. Tulsa did a good job of stringing that one out and making the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Espen Royale on the stop.
You know, now you're down 3 points. You get a 3 and out, and they have to punt it away. This is hurting London a bit, and they're going to have to get back on it if they really want to tie this up or get ahead.
I mean, there's still way over 8 minutes left in this game, and you know their defense has held strong as well, so they have a chance to get the ball back if they need it.
So fair catch at the 31, and Tulsa will take over there, 1st down and 10 with the lead, looking to extend it.
You know, Levant, what do you think Tulsa needs to do to really go ahead of this?
In this game, I really feel like they're going to need to start passing deep, and that's what it looks like they're about to do right here. We'll see.
That's right, in the shotgun, single back. Drops back, Jackson going left, complete. That's enough for a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Complete to the backup wide receiver, Darnell Dudrow. So a little playoff talk here. Both of these teams still have a little work to do to be able to get into the playoffs. London at 4-4, they're a little closer to it, but Tulsa does have some work to do. They really need to get this win today. Robinson runs with enough power that time to get the 1st down. Out to the 43, 1st and 10.
I think one of the things in this season that is different from last season, I guess you could say 7-5 was safe, but with the way that the league has been this year with a lot more parity, it's probably because of the conference structure, but who knows? Might not be so safe being 7-5, so these teams have a lot to fight for right now.
Drops back, Jackson going deep downfield. It's complete. Nice catch. Went up and brought that one in. Corey Jones.
Corey Jones just being a dependable target all game. Maybe not the most hit this game, but when he's out there and he needs it, he grabs it, pulls it in. That was a huge, huge catch for Tulsa, putting them almost on that red zone and possibly extending this lead.
I formation, Robinson in the back of that eye, power eye. 1 wide left. Gonna go to Robinson to the right, cuts it back inside. Able to gain 3. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Liking this more West Coast approach they've taken to the game. It didn't look like it was working at first, but as we see, they're ahead by 3. They're in the close to the red zone again, and they're milking time off the clock, so it's looking good for them.
Gonna go to Robinson again, trying to go up the middle, but he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Bring up 3rd down and 8.
You know, Robinson tries to get out of that backfield, but there's no hole opening up for him, and he doesn't want to take it out because that's not the route, and he just nowhere to go, making him just lose a yard on that play.
I tell you what, guys, if you look at the stats of this game, you would not think that Tulsa was in the lead of this game if you just went purely on stats. Jackson drops back, throws downfield, incomplete. Trying to get the ball into Stephen Bush, just couldn't fit it in that window.
I think part of that comes from that return touchdown very early on in this game. Because without it would be just 20-24, and that looks more on par with how this game has gone. But that return touchdown had really put Tulsa ahead, and now they could be up by 2 scores almost.
So this will be a 42-yard attempt this time from Andrew Wheeler. He's already kicked in 2 longer than this one. And that one is in and good from 42. So that will extend their lead to a touchdown, 30-24 here in the fourth quarter.
Wheeler's been very dependable, it seems, for Tulsa, you know, hitting those nice longer kicks and getting them the points that have now put them up a 6-point lead on top of London.
I'm sorry about my math earlier. I don't know where I got 2 scores. Well,
2 field goals.
2 field goals.
2 field goals is 2 scores, right? But that's not what I intended.
Hey, I was tracking with you, Levant. That's all right. We're all right. That return comes back across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And London will try and get that 6 points back. First down and 10 from their own 32.
Every time I see Malinishin come out here on the kick returns, he seems hungry. I'm just waiting for one break-off play for him to go on the outside or have a great block, and it is one lucky streak for him to go all the way.
Three-back set. Roby comes back and throws out the Streeter coming out of the backfield. He just disposes of 2 defenders and is brought out of bounds after gaining the first down. First down and 10, London.
Streeter sees 1 defender. Nope. Second defender. Big nope. And he gets that first down. You know, you see most running backs and they see a defender and they'll either have to slow down or go around. Streeter goes straight on through. There is one path, and that is his path.
That right there is, I feel like the defenders are saying, nope, trying to tackle him. Like, can I tackle him? Nope. Do arm tackles work? Definitely not. Nope. Really got to start hitting them low if you want to bring them down.
So first and 10 now for the Knights from their own 43. Power I with 2 wide to the right. Looking to throw. Roby going deep down the middle, just off the hands of that receiver. Balmer, incomplete.
Time looked like it came off the back of his jersey at first, turned around, tried to scoop it up. He did have his hands in the right position. He tried to scoop it low. It just didn't end up in his hands the second time and dropped it on the ground.
So second down and 10 now, back from the power I again. 2 wide left this time. Going to go to Streeter. He's met in the backfield and dropped for a 2-yard loss. Met back there by Charles Ball. And I think Kanye Rockefeller got back there too.
They occasionally like to come out in the Bears sometimes, and they'll have the safety and the linebacker slot. Sometimes they're down close enough to it, and it works sometimes.
So empty backfield for Roby. He's got plenty of time going deep down the middle. It's complete. Complete to James Hands. Big gain, enough for a London first down.
Roby had plenty of time there. He looked out, saw all his options. James Hand had a good lead on that route from the defender, wide open, and he grabbed that ball, and there was nothing else for anyone to do. Great play by London.
A great route by Hands, split that zone, sat there in that zone. Back up under center, first and 10 from the Tulsa 36. Going to Streeter again out of the backfield. No, that's not Streeter. That is the fullback, Peter Hunn. And he's going to get 5, second and 5.
Really seems like both running backs got a little bit of power back on him. The only way they really brought him down was pushing him off sides. Or out of bounds, my bad.
Yeah, 6 foot 254. That backup halfback goes. Big guy. Back in the I formation. Streeter back in there, got in the I. Roby steps up in the pocket, delivers the pass, and it's complete in traffic to James Hands. Enough for a first down.
Did I hear that right on the left? Well, let's look at James' hands here once again. Before I get to what I was trying to say, look at how he makes these defenders look silly with his route running. He's ahead of them. They're confused. They don't know where he is. Comes out, slides in right behind them and makes the reception.
So first down and 10 in the red zone, going to Streeter. Bounces off one tackle, makes another man miss into the end zone. Touchdown, Reggie Streeter.
Reggie Streeter's a big, big man. You don't want to be on the wrong side of him. And one defender, two defender, three defender, don't matter. He's in that end zone. And that's a huge pickup for the London Knights.
It's 6'2", 234 pounds, the 5th pick of this previous draft. And he's really making London look savvy with that pick there. He's really been performing well this season, and now they're up by a point if this goes through, but you know, it should be easy. We'll see.
Low snap, but he gets that one up, and it is good. And London takes the lead, 31-30. 3:59 left in this fourth quarter.
It's been a while since London actually had the lead this game so far, and it's only up by 1 right now.
Yeah, Tulsa's been controlling bits and pieces of this game, at least in terms of the scoreboard, but now it's back to even parity.
I want to come down inside the 10. And we have MeUndies Laundry on the field, returned out to about the 27, but let's see what this penalty is.
Flipping, number 82, receiving team.
So clipping on the Desperados. That'll back that return up. And Tulsa will have rough field position to start this drive. All right, Levant, you were going to ask something about something you heard. Do you remember what that was? I want to hear what you were looking for.
I was trying to say, you said the backup running back for London is 252. Are you sure they just didn't move a tight end back there and say, here, son, here you go?
Yeah, I was reading that stat, and as I was reading it, and I said, 6 foot 254? He's a little round. Sacked. Ashley Jackson brought down 7 yards deep in the backfield. Sack made by William Davidson. So Jackson deep in her own area, and that one's tipped and knocked down. Incomplete. Nathan Blake was there. Even Arthur was there. I'm not sure who actually tipped it, but they were both in coverage.
Yeah, this is some scary territory right now. 3rd and 17 on their own 7. If I was Tulsa, you may just want to play it safe and try and get it out so they don't get safety or something.
So 3rd down and 17 now. Trips to the left, one to the right. Robinson deep in the backfield. Drops back under pressure into the end zone. Sacked. And I believe that's going to be a safety.
No, they're going to mark it down at the 1.
You're
See
right.
where McDonald takes her down here. Sorry. Right at about the... I don't like that spot.
I don't like that spot at all.
You saw where it was.
Yeah.
You clearly saw it in the end zone, but they're going to mark it down where the feet were, and I don't think that's the right way to do that.
That punt comes down at the 35, and the return up to the 33, and London starts with amazingly good field position here. 1st down and 10, 3:07 left in this game. London up by 1, 31-30.
This is a real good place for London to be right now. They're only up by 1, but they're in great starting field position, have plenty of time to really extend this lead to something more manageable.
So 3 backs behind Roby. 1 receiver to the left. He's going to go to Streeter right up the middle and stopped. Espen Royale and Richard Newton, the linebacker, in on that one. Yeah, I think the chat room, at least the London fans in the chat room agree with us, guys. Look like a safety. But We're moving on. 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 31. 3 backs behind Roby. Using up some clock, going to Streeter, and he is hitting the backfield and stopped by Nate Heslett. Bring up 3rd down and 9.
Tulsa really dialing in on Streeter. Even he goes up the center, goes around the side. They're getting the good read on him and really being able to bring him down, which is a great asset to the Tulsa defense.
So trips to the right, one to the left in the shotgun. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The quick 2-minute warning here in London. London 31, Tulsa 30. So 2 minutes left. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. London in Tulsa territory. Streeter breaks another tackle and is brought down hard by Kanye Rockefeller. Brings up 4th down and 3. And we are going to have a field goal attempt from the Knights. Nate Odell. It's like from about 43. High snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it's good. So 1:52 left, and the Knights extend their lead to 4. 34-30.
I have a wild end to this game if this holds up, because it's very possible to still come down the field and score themselves. It's only just a field goal and another score. Or a touchdown, really.
Yeah, Tulsa can come down. Definitely if they come down the field, that'd be real good for them. We'll have to see what they manage to do.
So Nate Dell boots that one away down inside the 10. Charles Ball returns it out to the 29. And Ashley Jackson will bring her troops out again and get this one started. 1st down and 10 from their own 29.
Well, I asked earlier, Levon, you think they're going to feed Sansa or go out and chuck it?
Now they're going to have to chuck it being down by 4 here. I mean,
Jackson sits in the pocket, goes left, and steps out of bounds after making the catch. Stephen Bush. Gain of 4, but stops the clock. Yeah, I think you're right, Levant. They've got to throw the ball. They just haven't had the success with Robinson tonight that they need to have to be able to march down the field this quick.
2nd and 6 from
Trips to the left, one to the right in the shotgun. Jackson from their own 33-yard line. Plenty of time, goes to the left and knocked down, incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Bush, but threw it into traffic.
Nathan Blake was there to knock the ball away on his second pass deflection of the day.
So trips to the left, one to the right. Back in the shotgun, Jackson needing to throw this ball. Empty backfield, 3rd and 6. High snap, pulls it down, goes deep down the middle. It's complete, breaks a tackle. We've got laundry on the field, MeUndies laundry on the field. Garen Malone brought that one in, but let's see what the penalty is.
Face mask.
Oh, wow. Did you see any on that play then? Because I don't really think there was. This is second strange face mask call here.
I thought I saw the first one. I did not see that one at all. I don't. Maddox. No.
Let's see if we see it on the replay. Maddox.
I don't know. I don't really think so. He kind of slipped on himself and he reached for his shoulder. If anything, you could say he tried a horse collar, but I can't say he really reached for the face mask there.
Yeah, that was a questionable play.
Twins to the right in the shotgun again. Jackson. That penalty brings it up to the 22. 1st and 10. Tulsa under pressure gets out of it and is able to get the ball away. Nice move. And a gain of 8. Robinson. Man, nice move he made on that defender on the first move.
Ashley Jackson making something out of nothing. Almost got sacked, avoided, and throw out to Sanzo for yardage. That was nice.
2nd and 2. In the red zone. Jackson sitting in the pocket. Throws it over the middle. It's incomplete. But we have another flag, MeUndies Laundry, on the field.
Pass interference. Number 57.
Wow, London's getting hammered here with penalties on the defense. Pass interference. And that'll get them even farther into the red zone and an automatic first down.
Oh, it's getting real strange real fast now because London's ill-disciplined defense here at the end of the game might leak a score here, but we'll see. I mean, they still have 3 plays to hold up and try to stop Tulsa here.
1st and goal at the 7. Going to go to Robinson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Actually, a 1-yard loss. Dropped by Malcolm Tucker, the defensive tackle.
I think that's real good for London. After all the constant shenanigans with the pass, with everything going on, it's good for them.
Jackson to throw, goes left into the end zone, touchdown, Tulsa. Stephen Bush on the reception.
A little bit of that toe drag swag at the end of that play there. Just look at it again. Right here. Just gets the ball off in time. Gets both feet in. Through the pylon. And now we've got a bit of a ball game here, folks.
So the extra point will make it a 3-point game again. With probably 35 seconds or so left after the kick. Hold is down, the kick is up and good, so that's what we'll have. Tulsa 37, London 34, 39 seconds on the clock right now. It is the 4th quarter. We are here in London. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. Got a little quiet here in Queensway here in London, guys.
Can sure say that.
I mean, at this point, a field goal of some way, somehow would tie this all up and to send London home happy. They would really want a touchdown here, but, you know, folks here at home kind of want to see some overtime, I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
The
London has time. They got 35 seconds. My bad, Rich.
35 seconds. That's all right. 35 seconds and 3 timeouts, London. Empty backfield for Roby. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Ball at the 30-yard line. We'll see what Roby can do under pressure here. And that one is caught by Macaro. And London will take their first timeout with 31 seconds left on the clock.
He got turned into a mincemeat sandwich right there. Yikes. Get tackled up high, down low like that. That's got to hurt.
Oh, yeah. 2nd down and 3 now for the Knights. 2 backs behind Roby. Going left, it's complete, and stepping out of bounds is James Hands. It's enough for a first down and stops the clock. 27 seconds now left on the clock.
Yeah, James Hands is definitely a favorite target of Rob Roby, who's now over James Hand is over 102 yards. Rob Roby approaching 300 this game.
A lot of passing happened in this game from both teams. Trips to the left, one to the right for Roby. Drops back to throw. Goes left to the sideline again. Caught and out of bounds by James Hands. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Gotta look at that efficiency by Roby so far in this game. He's only thrown 10 incomplete passes. He's made over 77 or 78% of his throws so far today.
So on 2nd down, 2nd and 7, empty backfield. 24 seconds left on this clock. Has some time, goes deep down the middle. It's complete and a flag. More MeUndies laundry on the field. That one caught by James Hands again in traffic, but let's see what the penalty is this time.
Pass interference. Number 46.
All right, this one will go against the Desperados for pass interference.
Penalties have been killing both teams so far in the end of towards the end of this game here, and that's gotta hurt. I don't really know where the pass interference comes from. Dan, could you tell me what you saw?
Maybe the jumping defender, but it really didn't look like much. It was hard to tell. You know, this whole game's been filled with shenanigans from beginning to end.
So that walks the ball up to the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10. They should be pretty close to field goal position here pretty quick. He's going to go downfield, and what a catch! Ken Maccaro went up and brought that one in as he was being brought to the ground, and London takes their 2nd timeout.
He's been making these tough grabs all day.
Seems like all the London receivers are willing to lay their life on the line for these balls. Dive in as far as they can, jump in as high as they can. Good on them for their dedication.
It really looks like that was a one-handed catch, too. He had it in his elbow the whole time. Had it cradled, nestled there, but they're going to go for the kick here.
They got 15 seconds left on the clock, and they just want to tie it up and get into overtime, it looks like.
Well, that's an interesting decision there. They have a timeout left.
Yeah, I agree. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it's good, and that ties it up. So, pending some kind of a long return from Tulsa, we're probably going to have overtime here, guys.
We had one so far, so I wouldn't put it past them, but definitely a possibility. Definitely questionable play call as well, as they had plenty of time to at least go for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, with the timeout, you would say they effectively had 3 plays that they could run.
Yeah, if they were just going to throw it into the end zone, if they could have thrown it in the end zone 3 times, I mean, even if it's intercepted. Although if it's intercepted, you know, I don't know. I guess I can see it both ways. I guess I can see it both ways, guys. I
think the motive is that the tactic here is to take it to overtime so that you don't have the opportunity to have the game taken away from you on an interception, but you still have some play calls you can make.
So trips to the right, one to the left for Jackson, trying to make something happen in the last few seconds, goes deep downfield and incomplete. She'll have one last chance here, 2 seconds left.
You know, we're at an interesting point. Either Tulsa just goes for it and gets somewhat lucky, or we're about to enter an overtime game, which would add a whole new environment to this already crazy game so far.
It definitely presents a new avenue of approach.
You can't really try a Hail Mary from this point on the field even. You just can't throw the ball that far. So Jackson up under center. Drops back, dumps it over the middle, hoping to make something happen. And it is caught by Malone, but that will bring us to the end of regulation, folks. 37-37 here in London. We're going to overtime. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music.
It's time for some free football, everyone. I guess we're just going to get right to it.
Bonus ball. So the Desperados will start out on offense, and here in the SFL, that is a huge decision as it is sudden death. Sudden death overtime here in London.
Oh, the rules for overtime were as they were before the changes in other leagues, where whoever scores first here just wins.
Play until somebody scores. And look at this. Nice return out past the 40 to the 41. Charles Ball. He had a chance to break that. Finally got tackled by the kicker, Nate Odell.
Well, definitely this overtime game. We got the Queens Knights versus a bunch of Tulsa Desperados, and it sure is an interesting one as we got over a 74-point game, and we've just entered overtime. It definitely wasn't what I was expecting when we opened up this game today.
Well, put your fives up, folks, because we are in overtime.
Well, I want to know what kind of stuff he's going to take back in the locker room when he goes back and he says, "Yeah, the kicker tackled me. I know."
Well, that's kind of depressing, ain't it?
Could have ran that one back for a touchdown and ended this, but the kicker tackle. Oh, and she is sacked. Jackson brought down in the backfield by Jamie McDonald.
It's actually his second hurry and his first or second sack of the game right there. And the entire offensive line looked absolutely lost. And I don't know if they were thinking about what they're going to eat for dinner or what's up, but y'all still playing. You got to protect your quarterback.
Hey,
Turn the clock shut off, Levant.
Yeah, they are offensive linemen. You know that's on their mind, right?
Yeah.
Power I behind Ashley Jackson. Twins to the right, drops back. Looks to throw, has plenty of time, goes to the right, completes, and going to be stopped short of the first down. Aaron King on the catch. Bring up 3rd down and 2.
King's been having a pretty great day so far for a receiver that isn't usually targeted, and it's been one of the key focal points of this offense today.
And a nice open field tackle by Dean Maddox to keep it behind the line to gain for a first down there. Force a 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Power I with Robinson at the back of the formation. Going to go to Robinson to the left and gets enough for a first down. Stopped by Even Arthur and Jeff Malinishin. But again, Tulsa 1st down and 10 at London 48.
Nice. Go ahead.
Oh, time and time again, Sansa Robinson's really shown that he can get around and even pick up that little yardage they need for that first down, coming in really handy.
So 1st and 10 in Knights territory. Going to go to Robinson again, and he's only going to gain a yard. Dean Maddox on the tackle. Bring up 2nd down and 9.
Well, Maddox has had a bit of a day so far. That's his third tackle of the day, and 2nd for loss.
Empty backfield for Jackson. He's hit and missed the tackle the first time, but brought down for another sack.
As you were saying earlier, Rich, it really seems like Tulsa's O-line is just coming apart, and it seems they don't know what to think about. And London's just been getting around.
Yeah, the defensive linemen are having a little bit easier time getting through that offensive line and getting to Ashley Jackson. This time she throws it left, it's complete. And Stephen Bush steps out of bounds, but that forces a 4th down and a punt. And while you never want to punt, you really don't want to punt in overtime.
I don't think you have much option here. You can't really risk it.
Yeah, I agree. You're in that territory that you can't give up the ball here. And a good punt could pin them deep. So Cortland Weaver kicks that one away, comes down at the 15, and Malinishin is stopped at the 20. So London will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Tulsa's defense really has to hold it down now because London's been having some great game later on as they go. And if they continue on as they were earlier, they're a big threat.
Too wide right for Roby. Power I. Going to Streeter, and he disposes of another defender, and that's enough for a 1st down. Capital tackled by Dibley Dew, if I can talk, but not before he gets the 1st down.
I mean, it's kind of hard to talk when you just see defenders get hit left and right. Stuff like that leaves you speechless. I don't blame you.
Man. He's just swatting off these defenders like they're just kind of bugs. Get out of my way. There you go. Streeter again. Stopped this time by Heslip. Gains 3. 2nd down and 7.
Lund's having a great plan. They have time again now that they are at overtime. No one can talk, apparently. And they're giving Streeter exactly what he needs. And even though that wasn't the biggest pickup of yardage, they're still picking up necessary yardage.
Offset I, Roby under center. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. We go to Streeter again, right up the middle of the hole. Oh, but that hole was closed quickly.
Rhett Sawyer there with the I mixed names up too. Wow, we all can't talk now. This game's been running a bit long, but that reach,
yeah, that's it.
That reach tackle.
Looking to throw, Roby goes over the middle, tipped and knocked down, intercepted. Picked off of the tip and brought out by Charles Ball.
I'm speechless. That was the biggest pickup Tulsa could ever hope for. You know, just picking up a nice interception overtime. It's sudden death right now. If I was London, that's a real kick to the leg.
Kick to the leg in particular. That's interesting.
It was a spot.
Trips to the right this time for Jackson, single back. 1 out left. Gonna go to Robinson right up the middle. He has a little bit of room. Stopped after a 3-yard gain by Slim Shady. 2nd down and 7.
Now, if you're London, you really got to force some mistakes or get the ball back anyway. Or just make sure they just can't pass 38.
We go to Robinson again. And stopped by Shady again. Got 2 yards that time, 3rd down and 5.
Now, if you're Tulsa, you have to decide you want to get some yardage to make the kick easier for you, or you just want to get the 1st down here. We'll see what they decide.
Gonna send 3 wide, 2 to the right. Back in the offset I, Jackson. Short drop going to the right, complete, and enough for a 1st down, Stephen Bush. No, sorry, that was not Stephen Bush. That was Aaron King again. Nice catch.
Aaron King showing up huge, as it was said earlier. He grabbed that from down low and pushed his way forward just enough to get the 1st down, which really gave Tulsa some new life on this drive.
So 1st down and 10, Tulsa in London territory at the 31. Trips to the right, Jackson to throw. Comes out of the pocket, throws downfield, complete. Nice catch in traffic by Stephen Bush.
Oh, they're just mixing up these pass plays. They're just throwing it to different receivers, and Jackson's been showing some poise, and there's her arm again. Just throws it right in a picturesque form right there for the receiver to catch it right there. You could just take a snapshot of that catch right there. That was picture perfect pass and catch right there.
Exactly. I hope someone did. That was an absolutely beautiful shot all the way through between both passer and receiver.
So here we go. They're going to try and end it right here, guys. From the 12-yard line. This will be a 29-yard attempt. And the snap is there. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it's good. And Tulsa pulls this one out over London. They come out with the win in overtime. Off the foot of Andrew Wheeler.
Oh, we've had it all, folks. We've had plays on special teams. We've had touchdowns galore. But in the end, a defensive play leads the charge and gives Tulsa this 40-37 victory. Dan, do you have any words for us?
Just to reiterate, that was an amazing game. Not what we were expecting, I think, when we came in here, with a hot shot opening of everything you could ask for and more. And both teams played amazingly and really dialed in. Definitely in the beginning, we didn't think Tulsa had much life in them, but they came back on, ripping everything they could get from London and showed that the Desperados could really shoot their way out of the London Knights.
Yeah, and I think part of this game really was predicated on the 7 points that they gained from that kick return touchdown they had earlier. That was really the difference, along with that interception towards the end of the game that gave them the ball back to get that field goal. So big plays at the end of the game were really what led the charge for Tulsa to finally, just bring this to a close. And it was a little bit of both in the second half. At halftime, we were saying that both teams should play like a more conservative style, and in the end, like I thought, a big play sealed the deal. So I'm chuffed on that one, Dan.
Well, I can't complain. It was a great game, even if I was a little wrong about the style they should do. But it was a great game. I have no complaints. So, who do you think's the extraordinary Everest MVP?
Player of the game, I feel like should go to Rob Roby, really. But Reggie Streeter's a good shot. We'll see what comes up towards the end here.
Yeah, I'm going with Streeter tonight, guys. I think 154 yards, 2 touchdowns, but just the way that, and if they go purely on stats, you may be right with them. But I don't think I've seen a rushing performance as far as dominant physically from a running back like that tonight, that we saw tonight.
Well, I don't think we've seen a performance like that this season yet. I know A.J. Francis and other running backs have had dominating performances, but last season was more of the power back style, and we've seen a glimpse of that flashback in this game with Reggie Streeter just looking like last season's Robert Redford, just absolutely destroying everyone today. So he's a good candidate for sure.
Yeah. Reggie Streeter, rookie all the same, which makes it all the more amazing. Really pushing his way on through, setting up a great future for himself.
Yeah. Well, this makes both of these teams 4 and 5, guys, in the playoff hunt, and gets them. London now drops a little bit farther back away from being able to get into the playoffs, and it steps Tulsa just a little bit closer. But here we go. Our extraordinary Everest player of the game is Stephen Bush. None of us picked them. Stephen Bush with 10 receptions, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Stephen Bush, the extraordinary Everest player of the game. So from London, the Tulsa Desperados get to fly home with a victory, 40-37. I thank everybody for joining us here on YouTube tonight. Appreciate all you fans listening in. Appreciate Charles Doherty taking care of the stats for us. Did a great job, kept us up to date all night long. And for, having two analysts in the booth made it great tonight, guys. I appreciate both of you guys. Levant Mercer, Dan Mitchell, appreciate you guys. So for both of those guys, it's Rich Pratchett saying good night. We'll see you next time.
See ya.